Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today is Wake Up Call Wednesdays. And what do you need to hear right now? Well, let's find out. What do we need to hear right now? Wake Up Call Wednesdays. Let's see what it says. Okay, so the first card you got is Children. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. So for some of you, maybe there's a career that you're involved in where you're helping children, or there's a project or a mission where you're supposed to be helping children. Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a pediatrician or something with children. But they're also telling me this has a lot to do with your inner child as well. And so this is also about healing the inner child. And so, so for some of you, maybe something traumatic may have happened in the past that needs to be healed, okay? But for others of you, there is something that you're supposed to be doing with children, or maybe you're a parent and there's something with your own children. So I don't know, something to do with children. So you can call upon Archangel Raphael to help you with that. Okay. Next card you got is, well, Knight of Wands. It says passionate adventure. Okay, so wake up call Wednesday. So what this is, because when I first picked it up, it was actually reversed. And so what this is saying is that some of you are not viewing your twin flame journeys as a passionate adventure. Instead of you're looking at this as more of a, hard, dreadful, hurting, just very, very, kind of a, why am I suffering type journey when they're asking you to look at this as a very passionate adventure. Okay, so you love your twin flame, your twin flame loves you, and then you're both becoming the highest versions of yourselves, both of you. And so both of you just keep mirroring back to each other what needs to be healed and what needs to be, I don't know, at a higher level, I guess. And so, yeah, so they're asking you to look at more of this as a passion adventure. And so what they're also telling me is for those of you who are not believing in this twin flame journey as something passionate, or you're not believing in the fact that you're going to end up with your twin flame, they say, please keep going, because there is a gift for you at the end of this. There is a gift. And in the meantime, just be in the, receiving of this gift when it comes to becoming the highest version of yourself. Because if anything, even if you don't want your twin flame at the end of this, you will be the highest version of yourself that you will not even recognize yourself. But they're asking you to really do the work, and you will be so glad you did. It'll be like a miraculous, like you won't, like next year you'll look at yourself like, wow, look how far I've come, and look what I've accomplished, and look who I am now. And your life is going to be so much different, and you're going to be so much different. Okay. All right, the next card you got for Wake Up Call Wednesday, Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, something to ask yourself. Have you answered your deepest calling? Is there something that the divine is asking you to do? Is there something you've been shuffling your feet on? Is there some kind of inner work that you haven't done yet? Is there some kind of mission that you're supposed to be on? Does your mission have something to do with children? I don't know. But you have some kind of passionate adventure here, that's for sure. There's an adventure that the divine is asking you to take, and they're asking you to be the warrior woman. She's kind of like the Queen of Swords there, right? Cutting through everything, cutting through to the truth is what I'm trying to say. So she's trying to cut through to the truth of the matter. There's a lot going on that doesn't seem right, and she's very much like, I'm not going to stop till I get to the bottom of this. So yeah, this is you cutting through all the illusions and cutting through this third dimensional, fourth dimensional, interesting times and things that are happening, and you're moving into the fifth dimension. Okay, that's what they're telling me. All right, the next card you got is Surrender to Complete Healing. It says open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So, yeah, so some of you are probably doing some healing, like maybe some here, some there, and you did a little bit of work here and work there, but they're asking you to do complete healing. So I think there's more to it that maybe there's because it's layers, right? So what they're telling me is actually it's life's work. So everyone thinks, oh yeah, I purged and now I'm good. Well, what they're telling me is that no, it's in layers, and you're going to keep doing it. It's like nonstop. And as you're doing it, you're not doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for the collective as well. You're doing it for your twin flame as well. And so they're asking you to surrender to complete healing and then open to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe. Okay, yep, so the universe is supporting you and they're healing you and they're trying to show you things. So when you wake up in the morning, just keep asking the universe, what is it that you want me to know today? What is it that you want to show me? And that's what I do. And they lead me to the most miraculous training. Like I find they like bring me to things that I never even knew existed where I'm like, what? And they open me up to these. And this is what I like to, I'm going to keep teaching on this channel as I learn more. But I keep researching and I keep asking and asking the universe, what is it that you want me to know? And it's always something more that I just didn't. It was like another layer that I had to work through, and then my world got even better. So keep doing that and keep surrendering to getting more and more healing, and keep asking the universe to support you. All right. Wow. So a lot of stuff going on about children. This is a wake up call Wednesday. So there's some kind of wake up call with children. So I don't know what's going on, but adult children. So maybe some of you are going through some kind of major changes. Maybe your adult children are moving on, and there's some actually. I do see another butterfly card here. So let me see if this also. Okay, so this one says welcome the new. So what this is telling me is that perhaps some of you have adult children moving out. Some of you have adult children that are starting a new journey, and that means you are now have to face those same changes, and that you are going to have to welcome the new as well. Or some of you are adult children. I do see the age groups that watch my channel, and many of you are in an age group. I actually have all age groups, but many of you are in your young 20s. And so perhaps some of you are becoming adults, and there's this new transition that's happening for you, and you are welcoming in the new. So, yeah. So there's something happening here, okay? And then for some of you, it's just, again, it's a matter of helping your own adult children. Because I do have a lot of people in their 40s that watch this channel as well. And so a lot of you are also, coming into a whole new transition this year is what I'm getting. Which is interesting because I am too. My daughter is graduating college this May. So maybe you're all in the same boat as me. And so it's a whole new transition. It's like you're used to being the mom, you're used to take care of your child, and all of a sudden they're a grown woman now, grown man now, and so there's a lot of changes, and you have to welcome in the new. So what they're telling me is that maybe some of you are struggling with this. Perhaps some of you are struggling with letting go of your children, or again, some of you are the ones that are about to take off, and you are starting a whole new journey on your own. That's very, very cool. The next card you got is memory. Okay, so here's another wake up call. So, what this tells me is that some of you look into the past and you're not really willing to like let go of your feelings of what happened in the past. And so, see how sad she looks? It's almost like you're stuck. It's almost like you're stuck in this past and you're not willing to break it free, or look at it in a new perspective. Or they're asking you to go in a higher state. They're asking you like a bird, look at it from a bird's eye view and look at it and say, what was the meaning of this, and why did I go through that, and why did the divine want me to go through that? What was the sense of this? And so many of you have memories of the past that are bringing you down, and it's anchoring you And because there's no such thing as time, you can easily go to the past and you can anchor yourself there and keep reliving it. And now you're not living in the now, and you could be living a whole different world, a whole different type of life, but instead you're like living in the past. And so this is a wake up call for some of you to please have a new perspective. Okay, because you're only poisoning yourself with sad memories. It could be sad memories. It doesn't even have to be about your twin flame. It could be of anything. Maybe you lost a parent. Like for instance, I lost my mother a few years ago, and so when I find myself going back there, I have to stop myself and I say, no, I lived through that already. I don't have to live through that again. Those were hard times. I don't have to watch my mother die again. And so don't do that to yourself. That you're just poisoning yourself. Release it, okay? Look at it for the beauty. Welcome the new, okay? Welcome the new in, okay? Release the memories of the past, especially if they're sad. Don't relive it and welcome in the new. Okay. Adult children also could mean that this is what they're telling me, and this has to do with me as well. So some of you, might be coming into your own when it comes to becoming like a butterfly, and so like that caterpillar to a butterfly, and so in a way we were in that child state, that very much third, fourth dimensional, low vibrational state. That's how we were living, and now we're becoming an adult. Now we're becoming a butterfly, and that is how we are going to welcome in the new, because now we are becoming more in our fifth dimensional state, and we are maturing. So that's also what they're telling me when it comes to that. All right, let's see if we got another card here. Yes. Next card you got is nonsense. It says it's time to talk sense. Exactly. Time to talk sense. So what the divine is saying is that what you're saying about your twin flame journey and how you perceive it is all nonsense. It's time to talk some sense. The divine didn't give you this gift to make you suffer. There's something you're just not seeing. It's time to cut through the truth of it all. So remember when Alice said to the queen, enough nonsense, because she kept saying, off with your head. It was just nonsense, right? I remember my mom always telling me, no more nonsense. Enough nonsense. That's all I heard every day, but all about my nonsense. And so, yeah, so they're telling you, no more nonsense. It's time to talk sense. Okay, now why would the divine give you this gift? So this is a wake-up call, right? This is a wake-up call Wednesday. Why would the divine give you this gift? For you to suffer, or was this to help you grow into the best version so that they could give you the best of the best of the best? But unfortunately the universe only works in vibration, frequency, and energy. And so they're waiting for you. But the only way people change is to give you, I guess, a little bit of nonsense. They give you a little bit of nonsense and that is supposed to propel you into the next level. Okay, and so I know for me, like if things are going really well, I'm kind of good, and I don't really dive deep. That's just me. Some of you might, I don't, and maybe the divine feels that in order for you to dive deeper and to purge and to go into the higher realms and move into the fifth dimension, that they had to give a little bit of nonsense. They don't want to make the third dimension, the fourth dimension look appetizing in any sort of way. They don't want you to feel comfortable there. They don't want you there anymore. They don't want you in the third dimension. They don't want you in the fourth dimension. They want you in the fifth dimension. And so they're giving you a bunch of nonsense. But but really look at it for what it is, okay? Just know that this twin flame journey is not what you think it is, okay? So it's almost like you're saying it's time to talk sense here. It's time to look at what's really the truth here. What's really going on is what they're asking you to do. Hope that makes sense. Okay, the next card you got is Mystique. Ooh, mysterious. It says, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Yep, they don't want you to give up. The wake-up call is don't give up. Okay. The divine does not want you to feel like they want you to suffer. Okay. The divine wants you to keep charging. They want you to take what has happened and know that this is something that you can change for the better. A lot of people, they get knocked down, right? So on this particular journey, we get knocked down a lot. I mean, a lot. But it's supposed to make you dive deeper, and then it makes you release and then catapult you to a higher level. And it's okay to, dive. It's okay to dive. So it's okay to be in the nonsense, right? It's okay to dive into this dimension, because I still do. Okay. So even though if I feel like I'm up here for a while, once in a while something will happen, and I'll dive down here. But then what happens is I learn something new, and then I catapult even higher the next time. And that's what they want you to do, and that's what it's meant for. All right. So the next card you got is Dakini. It says the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Yep. So she's telling you, don't trust the gibberish or the nonsense in your head. I always say, oh my gosh, my ego. So it's like when you listen to your, intellect, and you let your intellect overrule your instincts, that is where you go wrong. You have to go by your gut instincts. You have to listen to your instincts, and then you have to keep going. So they're telling me to show this card again. So I will. So they're telling me to listen to your instincts and keep charging ahead. The enlightened feminine does not let intellect overrule her intuition. Same with the male. Same with men. This, like, again, there's nothing to do with gender. Okay, and so everybody has an enlightened feminine, and everyone has an enlightened masculine side of them. The enlightened, and they're asking you to use your instincts to guide you. Because if you use your intellect, you will talk yourself out of anything. Because that is your ego mind. Your ego mind is just very limited. They can't see, they can't break through the barriers. The ego mind can only see so far. It is your intuition, it is your gut that will see way past those limitations that your intellectual mind is trying to show you. All right, and then we come to the master. All right, so wake up call Wednesdays. The master's here, and so again, we are talking about the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. As I said before, that's what this is, you becoming the master. That's what this journey is all about. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not throw nonsense around. No more nonsense. You are becoming a master. That's what this twin flame journey is about. You are becoming a master. You are to look at this as a passionate adventure to become the master. This actually looks like Sadhguru. You are becoming the warrior woman. Okay? You're becoming a master. You're becoming a warrior woman. Okay? You are an enlightened feminine. Okay? All these things. Okay? This is who you are becoming. So they're saying, please keep charging ahead. Don't stop. Otherwise, this gift that they have, that's my dog, by the way, this gift that they have for you, this is it. This is what they want to give you. They are very excited. You're almost there. And then you're going to be welcome in the new, your life will be brand new, because you are becoming, because I didn't really understand what this adult child, and now I think this is what they're talking about. You're becoming an adult. So metaphorically, you're going from a child to an adult, just like me. Okay. So metaphorically, you are leaving that nonsensical type world, childish, nonsensical type world of off with your head, right? And you're going into this world of warrior woman. Okay. You're becoming the master. You are leading this very passionate adventure. Okay, you're becoming more enlightened. All right, the master. And then when you become the master, then it's time for you to share, because when the divine is sharing, and when you're using your intuition and you're opening up and you are becoming the master. Okay, and not that you want followers, because that's not what this is about. This is not about gaining followers. This is about sharing what you know. Okay, and so you will become the master. You will become the guru, and you will share, and you will lead just by who you are, just by being the light, just by being the warrior woman, just by being the enlightened feminine. You are going to shine your light and show the way. And people are going to look to you and be like, wow, I want what she has. she's got her crap together. She's in a higher state that I just don't see very often. I mean, I know people like that. All right. And then the last thing I have here is, so this is a saying from Anne Frank, and it says, think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy. And to me, that's powerful because this is coming from Anne Frank. Okay. So Anne Frank, of course, was deaf and blind, and she would just think of all the beauty left around. She would just say, I can't see the beauty, I can't hear the beauty, but it's still all around me. I know it's there and I am happy. It's like she had to use other senses. Okay. And so they're asking you to do the same thing. So they asked me to pull this for you because perhaps maybe you're being deaf and blind to all the beauty that's still around you. There's something that's blinding you. There's something that's, limiting you. And I think a lot of it has to do with the memory. So, you can keep reliving the past over and over and making that your present. That's very easy to do. But instead, they're asking you to not do that. They're asking you to move forward. They're asking you to move forward. It's time to charge ahead now. Okay? Be the warrior woman. Notice all the beauty. You have so much beauty in your world. Okay? And be happy. The happiness comes from within you. Okay, let's see if I have anything else here to share. So, okay, and then just something to ponder on. It says, I feel freedom when. Okay, well, what came to my mind right away is freedom of not thinking about the past. I mean, you're going to feel so free when you do that, right? But this is your work, not mine. So I feel freedom when. So it's something to ponder on. Okay, be that warrior woman. Okay, have you answered your deepest calling? Trust your intuition. All right, well, that's all I have for Wake Up Call Wednesday. I do hope you like this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. I do this every week. You could check out my weekly lineup and what I do. Tomorrow, I am going to do Thankful Thursdays, and that's going to be about your soul contract. So I'm going to ask, what is your soul contract on this twin flame journey? And, what did you sign up for? What did we sign up for with this twin flame journey? So again, thank you so much for joining me. And if you do subscribe, go ahead and email me. I am going to do a drawing. I'm going to pull names for a free reading. If you're interested in a reading as well, I am having a discount, and that is discounted, and that information is below. You could just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.